Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with a first look at the RhinoShield SolidSuit case for iPhone XS Max. So the RhinoShield SolidSuit will give you over 11 feet of drop protection for your iPhone in a very slim form factor. It also comes in a multitude of colors and patterns. I only have two of them to share with you today. We have the carbon fiber and the plain black, but I'll have a greater variety of colors and designs to share with you later this fall. At any rate, this case is a really great case for iPhone XS Max, very slim form factor, and good news is that it is grippier this year than last. So let's get started with our look at the RhinoShield SolidSuit for iPhone XS Max on my iPhone XS Max in gold. Looking at the composition of the RhinoShield SolidSuit case, we have a very thin and lightweight case. It's not terribly flexible, it's relatively rigid. We have this cool honeycomb pattern on the inside. That, combined with the fact that this is made of a special polymer that the folks at RhinoShield developed called shock spread, are what gives you the 11 feet of drop protection that it offers. Also, one nice thing about the materials on this is that they are food grade plastic and are BPA free, so that is reassuring, particularly if you have small children in the household. So overall, very nicely made case. So this comes in a total of 4 base colors. You have the black, there's also a white, a cloud gray, and a blush pink. I don't have any of the other colors to share with you now, but you can see the colors on their website. And as I mentioned, I will have a follow-up review on this with some additional colors that are available, and also different designs on the backplate. Putting your iPhone in here is quite straightforward. Simply just put the one side in and then clip on your other corners. This is a snug fitting case, but I don't think it's really particularly hard to get on. It's a little harder to get off, but still not bad, but you do have to follow their instructions. Looking at the fit of this case on my phone, we have a nice tight fit on the sides, top and bottom, absolutely no issues anywhere. Going over here to look at the amount of lip, plenty of lip to protect your vulnerable screen, although I don't currently have any kind of screen protector on here, so this is the maximum amount of lip you are going to see. Looking at our port openings, they are generous, and you shouldn't have any issue with many third-party lightning cables, although as this supports wireless charging, you may be using those less than you otherwise would. Going around to the side, we have a spot down here for a lanyard if you happen to have one, although one is not included in the package. And speaking of the sides, these have a little bit of a texture to them now, and they're definitely grippier than previous versions of SolidSuit, although I would not go so far as to say that they are grippy. They're simply just less slippery. Our buttons are really nice to touch. Everything is excellent in terms of button action, very easy to press, and no issues in getting to the mute switch. Now, you might notice that these are a fun purple color. That is not what comes standard with the case. I happen to have extra buttons. That's one of the customizable aspects that you can have with the SolidSuit case. You obviously have to pay extra for your custom buttons, but I took out the black and I put on purple because I thought purple was fun, although I could have changed these to red, green, blue, whatever. I mean, there's tons of different colors available, so I'm going to show you that later, but that's just another nice aspect of this case. Going up to the top, not much going on here, and then another cool purple button over here for our side button, and again, our button action is excellent. Got some RhinoShield branding down here at the bottom, but nothing too terribly obtrusive, but it is definitely noticeable. So looking at the back of the case, this is RhinoShield's base model, the plain black. This material here on the back is actually rather grippy, which is a change they made earlier in the year. I noticed it when I was reviewing their World Cup cases, and I was surprised to see that the World Cup cases had just a little bit of grip when your standard SolidSuit cases that preceded them had not. So I'm excited to see that that is still holding over now for the iPhone XS Max version, which is great. So this is not actually a very slippery case, the plain black one. I mean, you have a little bit of texture to the sides here, and then the back, because it has a very slightly tacky texture, overall does give you a reasonably grippy case in the hand, so that is good. So you can opt to go with your plain black panel here on the back, or you can also go with a version which is going to have various colors and designs and stuff like that. I don't have any of those to show you. Hopefully I'll get some more later this fall and we'll be able to do a follow-up video, but that is an option, at least right now on RhinoShield's website. They're not charging extra for the extra designs that you can choose to go on this, so I think that that is really kind of cool. Plus, this does come in a total of 4 more colors. You have the black shown here. There's also a white, a gray, and a blush pink version, so that is nice. So this case does support wireless charging, as I mentioned, which is excellent. Got plenty of protection here for your protruding camera. This material does seem like it's going to maybe get smudgy a little bit just because it's a relatively tacky type of material, but it doesn't seem like it's showing fingerprints as such, and it seems reasonably scratch resistant, so that's good. So overall, I really do like the material that the plain black is made of. Removing this from your phone is pretty straightforward, but they do tell you that you should start from the bottom and not the top. I don't really know why, but for whatever reason, they recommend removing it from the bottom, so that's what I'm doing. Looking at the carbon fiber version of the SolidSuit, the only difference between what we just looked at and this is the fact that we do have a little bit of a different back panel. Other than that, the sides, the front, and the insides are all exactly the same. Still have that slightly enhanced grip on the sides, which is nice. So let's look at the button changing that I was mentioning before. The fact you can change the button color. Of course, you do have to pay extra for extra colored buttons, but it's a nice way to jazz up your phone without costing too much money. I think last time I looked it was $2.99 for extra buttons. So all you need to do is once you have your new buttons, just press in the old ones, press them in inwards to remove them, and then take your new color. I'm going to go with white here, will be classy. Then press them into place. Putting your phone in this case is very easy. Just exactly the same as with the other one. No issues there. Once in, you can see we have exactly the same fit. We now have cool white buttons, which also, of course, work really well. No issues. And we have exactly the same look on that side as well. Looking at the carbon fiber finish, I think that this has an attractive upscale look to it. It costs a little bit more than the plain black version that we were looking at before. However, for some people, this is going to be worth it. It is not real carbon fiber, simply a plastic panel that is imprinted with a carbon fiber look and a little bit textured. Has a nice feel underneath the fingers, although this does not have that enhanced, slightly tacky grip that you have with the plain black version that we looked at before, so do be aware of that. Other than that, we're looking at basically identical fit on everything on the back side, same fit over the protruding camera, same everything, same ability to use this with wireless charging, etc. Really quite a nice case for iPhone XS Max. One additional aspect of the SolidSuit cases, which I haven't mentioned before, is that these are compatible with RhinoShield's system of add-on lenses. Essentially what you need to do is buy a little adapter thing that fits inside the case that allows you to attach the various lenses that RhinoShield sells. They sell 4 different versions, and it allows you to enhance the use of your camera. I don't have that to show you today. However, hopefully I will have a chance to show you when I do an expanded review of these cases in the fall. So for those of you that follow RhinoShield's cases, you might be wondering how this compares with the Mod NX in terms of size. The answer is that they are basically just about the same. Looking at them, you can see that we're looking at the same height, same width. I think that the Mod NX may be a hair thicker, but if so, it's very, very slight. Of course, the Mod NX can be used in the bumper mode as shown here, as well as a full case mode. So there is that. Definitely has just a little bit more flexibility in that area. Also, in terms of grip, if you wanted to compare the two, I would have to say that the SolidSuit is going to win on grip over your Mod NX, which has smoother sides. So there is that. Anyway, both of them are really good cases. They're going to offer you the same level of drop protection at 11 feet, and they're both going to have a nice slim profile on your iPhone XS Max. Again, we've been looking at the RhinoShield SolidSuit case for iPhone XS Max. This case is available directly from RhinoShield as well as from other retailers, and it has a starting price of $29.99. $29.99 is not going to get you the carbon fiber version shown here. This one has a $34.99 price tag. However, for $29.99, you're going to get the other case that I was showing you today, the plain black one. That's also available in cloud gray, blush pink, and white, and you also have the option of going with their cool patterned backplates for no additional charge, so that is cool. The price of these goes up to $39.99 if you want to go with a wood option, and if you should choose to change your button color, that's going to cost you an additional $2.99 per color. I will put links below where you can find out more about all of these. Many thanks to the kind folks at RhinoShield for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these products, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do consider it, because I have lots more great case reviews yet to come. Again, this is Kristen with the RhinoShield SolidSuit case for iPhone XS Max. Have a fantastic day.